together that we started with. We're getting better. We're getting healthier. When that happens, not sure.
Are you optimistic? Jim said yesterday it's hopeful those guys can play. Are you somewhat optimistic you might have?
It's up to the doctors. I really don't. They tell us who can go and can't go, and they do a great job with it. I think just stay out of that. When they let me know if he can go, we go. If not, we have contingency plans ready, and we're constantly working to get that. Make sure we get in case this happens, in case that happens, always in case something happens.
Do they continue to give you updates throughout the week, or is it like they come to you on Friday and said this is?
No, they give you updates. They stop over, and I'm always. I don't know if it's good or bad when they come over to watch them do indies. I'm trying to figure that out here, because they do a great job and make sure, and that's the most important thing is the player's health. So we want to probably err on the side a little bit of caution and put them in there too early.
You guys held Devontae Boyd without a catch in the second half. How much of that was Fabian?
All Fabian. No difference in calls, no difference in anything we did. Just Fabian went over and locked him down.
Was there any kind of schematic shifts there in the second half with him? I mean, as far as I know he was tracking him, but was there anything that was nothing different?
No, he just tracked it and did a great job on him. He missed an opportunity in the first half. I think he was mad at himself. I thought he picked that one. They kind of slung that one behind him there on the right side of the other sideline. I think got him going, but Fabe did a fantastic job.
What makes him such a good corner?
He's a good player. I tell you what, he's good. He's really a wonderful young man. The things he does, I think, first of all, he's a great locker room guy. He's great around the play. He's great around the young guys. He's a good influence. The off-field stuff, he's awesome. On-field, he's getting better all the time. He's working at it. We forget he missed. I think he got hurt with the second quarter of the BYU game last year, so he's missed the whole year. I think he's starting to get back to where he was when we lost him last year. But he has a chance to be an outstanding player, and plus, if you watch him practice, he works hard every day. He doesn't take anything for granted. He pays attention to all the little things, and he wants to be great. So he works at it all the time.
Is there anything that BYU does or has done in the first couple of weeks that you haven't seen in your first two opponents?
No, I don't think so. They've got obviously they've got a heck of a quarterback who's dangerous, and one of the more talented athletes you'll see back at quarterback. They've got a couple outstanding wide receivers. They've got a big running back, a big strong offensive line. They're a good football team. It's going to be an exciting night because it's a great place to play.
2 games in now, what's kind of your assessment of the 4-3, or this is what you wanted to do versus what it's done for the defense?
Well, we're not really, we're not totally a 4-3. We mix it up, get into some different fronts. Obviously we got a lot of improvement to do, and just got to keep working at it. Fundamentally, we got to get better. Sometimes it's not the schematics as much as it is some fundamental things, and everybody tries to make a big deal, but every once in a while, you got to be able to tackle. You got to be able to tackle. If you're ever going to be good on defense, no matter what you do, whatever scheme you're in, you better be able to tackle and leverage the football, because it comes down to leveraging numbers on most cases.
You guys, I think, have not given up a point in the fourth quarter, very few yards. Do you think that's kind of being underplayed as far as the progress you made there late in games?
I don't know. I'm not a real big stat guy. I look at one stat just to win the game. That's all I really care about, because you can make the statistics anything you want to make. But I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them. I just try to look at to win the game, and miss tackles, big plays.
BYU has a new offensive coordinator. How different are they now compared to what you faced last year?
I haven't seen him in a while. I think it was '89 last time I saw Ty in the Holiday Bowl, and he had quite a night. We were lucky to beat him that night. I think he put about 45 on us, or 39 or something. But they're organized. They know what they want to do, and he's a pretty good coach.
Only one sack in the first 2 games. What do you have to do to generate a little more pressure up front?
Well, I think pressure is a lot of different things besides sacks. We knocked them down a good bit last week. I think we had about 8 knockdowns on the quarterback. The ball was coming out fast. You're not going to get there when it comes out fast. Unless you get him to hold the ball. Some people have done a good job getting out quick. I think we want to try to get him some longer yardage, and even when we did, they ran the draws. They ran the speed option. We didn't get the throws down the field. They didn't give us an opportunity. We have a chance in the longer yardage, and when you do have an opportunity to sack me, you got to make the play. It's it's always a double-edged sword how you do that, because you got to make sure you do have rush lanes, especially against running quarterbacks.
You talked about contingency plans on the defensive line. How big has Jacob been in terms of just filling in where you need him when everyone's gone?
He's everywhere. I got to give him credit. He plays 3 of the 4 down positions and goes in a lot of times without even practicing them. He just gets all his reps from sitting in meetings, and we've played him at tackle and razor and end, and he does a really good job. And sometimes when things happen to him, it's because he hasn't even had a rep that week. It's a physical rep. So he's really, I call him, he's like our putty guy. We got to put him all over the place when something happens. And you saw that on Saturday when they played some defensive tackle.
Are there any true freshmen who you haven't played yet who could still factor in?
Yes, we're not at that point yet. I don't think Coach Moore is at that cutoff point where he'll just say, okay, we're not going to play him at all. It's too early in the season for us to make that assessment. And as we see how our health is, we might be forced to play some of the younger guys.
Is it possible that a guy could play not out of health necessity, I guess, or he kind of just works himself into the rotation?
Always possible to do that, as long as he's getting the reps. If he's over with us getting the reps. But at some point, I'm sure Coach Moore will decide, hey, no, we're not going to waste the whole year on, unless it's just a catastrophe that we have to